So the idea, that's the 3 that's going on. This is all folded up. I think that one's supposed to go like that. And that goes attached to that one. And then there's that. And that goes attached to that one. Okay. So the idea is that the hinge will go glued to that side and then glued to that side, and it'll be hinged together. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if I use it to attach it to the thing, then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I have enough. Awesome. Might even have enough. No, I'll go do that one too. I'll do those after. And I think I'm going to use double-sided tape with all the layers of glue and everything. So I'm going to put double-sided tape here and here. And I'm going to do one side first. And I went over the edge a little bit with my tape. I'm going to cut that off because if not, there's going to be sticky and the pages will stick together. That's the only spot I went over. Now with all this exposed, I'm not going to use another strip of tape, I'm just going to use some white glue. And you know my trick, I just like to peel back a little bit first and get it lined up before I peel the whole thing off. I'm just going to line up the edges. Oops. And maybe have it so this just sticks over the edge just a tiny bit, like the tiniest little bit, because it'll be easier for turning the pages. I don't know if you can see how that's just sticking over a little bit. And it keeps moving on me. Okay, so This one, I'm going to flip it over. I think this might be easier. Ooh, I peeled the whole thing off. Getting gutsy. Get the feeling I'm going to end up regretting that. Peeling the whole thing off. Let's see if I did that right. Yay. All good. So you see how that is. And now we'll add our next one here. So we're adding tape to the edge of the hinge. So I do not want to tear off. And I'm taking the whole backing off too, because it just kept moving around on me. If you want, you can take your brayer. I know it's stuck down. And that one goes there, but I'm going to add that after. I don't know how you guys are, but in the winter, oh my goodness, my skin gets so dry. It's not too bad right now, but earlier today it was dry and itchy. And my face gets super dry and red on my cheeks. And it's not pretty red, like, you know, blush or something. It's just not pretty. Oh well. Now, if you didn't want to make these paper hinges, you could just use washi tape, but I still recommend using adhesive as well, because washi tape is not the best for staying stuck. I do not trust washi tape as an adhesive. It is purely decorative. I would not be using it for binding. Not without additional glue. I love this page. I love it. The worst thing about loving it though is that I'm not going to want to cover it. That's what I get like. Doing pretty good with keeping them all straight. Do you like it? Do you like the stripe binding? And you don't have to do stripes. You can do whatever you want. Or you can leave it plain. Because if you have pages that have a lot of exposed file folder, plain could be quite nice. Getting a little harder to do it this way because the book is. Here's the last page. I think this one I might actually attach it to the page first before I attach it to the rest of the album. Like that, it needs to be like that. I don't know how easy this one's going to be to attach. I'm going to go this way. Why am I having a hard time with this one? Darn it. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I didn't. Okay, get rid of all this stuff. Like that, and then these pages. Seems awfully tight. Yeah, they go in this one. I feel like I might shorten them. I should put them in here. I'm second guessing myself. Okay, I'm gonna take a break to go brush my teeth and get some lemon water. And then I'll come back and figure out how I want to go about attaching these and which page I want to attach these to. So I'm thinking I might want to put them on a bigger page now. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this little piece of tissue paper, I think it's deli paper, and there's a stamped image and some painted polka dots. And this was just a sheet of paper that I was rolling off and getting excess paint off, and I really like this area. So I'm going to glue this, not to that side, but to the back, about where it should get this stuff, and then I'm going to add it to the edge of this page. I'm just using my glue stick. I'm trying to be gentle because it's only thin paper. So I'm looking, it's about there. Like I like all this. I'm gonna try and get it. Hopefully I got the right area. Oh shoot. Well, I guess it still doesn't look bad. I didn't think about that showing through on that side. I was not thinking. That wasn't too smart. Still not bad, I just might go over those lines with a black pen. So thinking, attaching that on there. And then on the other side, you would see that. Or do I like that side? No. So I'm going to attach that using my sewing machine. But I will just a little bit, just enough to keep it in place. add anything to these while I have my sewing machine out and before I attach them. It's hard to say when I don't know what I'm using it for yet. I'm just going to go with that. Okay, that's sewn on. Took a little longer because I don't know, something was going on with the machine. Oh. So we have these three, and I think instead of doing this thick binding, I'm just going to do washi tape. I have a few different black and white ones. I have more than this, but these are the contenders. I don't know if this one's wide enough. I like it, but it's not very wide. Could go with the straight theme again. I'm gonna go with the straights. Now I want to do some sort of glue. I don't really want to do double-sided tape, so I might just do white glue and then go over it with Mod Podge, maybe. So try to leave the tiniest bit of gap, because it will be better when trying to turn your pages. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. It moved on me. See, that washi tape's coming out already. Definitely gonna have to go over it with something. Now I also want to, this one is going to go to decided, did I decide that one? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that one. I was contemplating cutting a bit off. I'm gonna leave it. So now this one, I will add double-sided tape because this one, like, there's more of a pull. I can keep that there. Just thinking. I don't know if it's wide enough to put double-sided tape in there as well. I'm gonna try it. I might regret it. That's stuck. I could have went over more. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough room because I wanted to go down over the edge and then down on the paper. Turns nice. And do it on this side. I may not need the double-sided tape. Maybe glue would have been enough, but I'd rather do it now than have to fix it later. And really, we don't even need any on this side, but I want it. So I find it easier to pull it full length, and then just tap it down on one end, then hover over until you know it's in the right spot. Oh, God, I love this. That one. That is 1, 2, and then we have that. I was going to put that one there. I don't know if I want to cover up that page. Or maybe I should, because there's not a lot on it. I'm really liking on that one. I like it on this page, but this is the back of that one. But then we have all that going on and nothing going on back here. So then I feel like we would need to add something more. So maybe I should just stick with it and put it there. Stick with the plan. Definitely not covering up that page. I don't know. I really like it there. Are you all screaming at me? Then just do it there. Okay, I will. So I don't really like that either. So this one, the whole thing is going stuck down. So I'm adding a piece of double-sided tape on the bottom and the top, and maybe just a piece along the middle. And I don't know at what point the camera cut out, so I decided on putting it on the back of the page that we just did, even though there's a lot going on already. Because I don't really care for this page, and I like this against the green. So that is why I decided to go with this page. The glue is getting... Then we have that page. I'm going to round those corners maybe I should put some sort of pocket. So then this one. Sweat the hole trying to use my stash of things I have. I don't know if I should put that on there or not. I used to be a part of the Planner Society. And I gave that up a long time ago. That's a cute bag. Could attach that there, or I have this envelope that I could put on there. So I mean, look in your stash and see what you can add to your book. You might have all kinds of like paper bags or pockets, just embellishments. Okay, so I put this paper bag against this page and I love it. So I'm gonna, but I don't want it glued down because I don't know what I'm gonna do to that page yet. I just have this from some embellishments I made. Now I'm going to take a paper clip. I'm just going to put that on there, just for now, because I don't know what I'm doing with it. And this way it's not permanent. And I'm not looking at embellishing every page right now. Far from that stage. But this could be a nice spot to add something to. And again, like it could be paper clip, like that one says tab. Could be something like that, or it could be fabric. Could be anything. But I do like the idea of having something there. Or even like to keep this flap up, we could punch a circle and only half attach it to here. So the other half is left open, and then we can like slide that under the other half so it stays closed. I'll see you later. I can't cover this one. I love that one. This kind of reminds me of a junk journal. That would look nice there too. And I got this, it's another paper bag. I was thinking of adding it. I don't know. Where I'm not sure, I'm not going to make it permanent. I'm just going to add that piece of washi tape there. Just so I know I was thinking of it, that spot. Okay, so now we should attach this to our book. Oh, we haven't even put our book together yet. This is still loose. Because the thing was, I want to attach this. That blends in more. So now I'm trying to decide, do I want it attached? Just thinking it should go up there, so that goes over. If I want that there. So I'm lining up the edge of this book. Like, you know how our spine has 4 score marks? I'm lining it up to the last score mark this way. Because I feel like if I put it there, then we have all that spine and it just wraps around nicely. I'm just checking to see if that's where I want it to go first. So I'm thinking there, or move it this way even more, like probably another 1/4 inch. And then that still wraps around nicely. And it also gives it more room to expand. And you're still, you want this page to still be able to wrap around. That one goes there. And that one goes there. And there's that and that. Okay, so I think I'm going to attach it not even a 1/4 inch, 1/8 away from that furthest score line. Okay, now I gotta figure out where. I also want to figure out how one's going. That's my cat wanting in. That one's gonna go there. So I'm trying to decide if I want the binding to be tucked under that or above. Thinking above, because then I'll make this look a little more seamless. So if that's going above, we can go ahead and attach this first. So I'm going to leave, I'm not going to put any glue here, I'm just going to go around the perimeter. And this, I'm using double-sided sticky tape because that's the main component. I'm using my big stuff. I'm going to zoom out a little so I know you're getting it all. I'm just turning out the edge of each piece of tape. So I want to get the place right before it's permanently stuck. And I'm going to add some glue, not too close to, I guess that doesn't really matter. Making sure that's folded. And we're lining that up. Remember, 1/8 of an inch away. Actually, no, this one is being lined up to that line we drew. And just in case you forgot, once I get this stuck, I will tell you where. Okay, that's all lined up nicely. So we lined up that edge. I remember there's lines on this. Actually, I'll go by the edge of the folder. One and 3/8 from this edge. Okay, so now that we have that attached, we're going to put this hinge on this book. And you know I'm adding tape. If you hear lots of banging around and stuff, my son's bedroom is right above this room. And he is cleaning and rearranging his bedroom. It's one thing I don't do. Ever since my kids got, I don't know how old, it was before high school. Probably once they became teenagers, like a bit older, you know, trying to give them a bit more privacy and stuff. I never, like I go in their room, but usually it's like, it's with them, chatting with them and stuff like that. But I don't clean their room. I don't put things away in their room. I don't organize. Their bedroom is theirs. And as long as there's no mold growing or bugs or anything like that, then their room gets to be how they want it to be. But they don't let it get disgusting. My son lets the dishes pile up a bit sometimes, and I have to give him heck for that. But he's getting better lately. And my daughter can't stand to have her room too messy, so her room gets cleaned fairly often. Now, if only I could train them to keep the bathroom clean, because they're the only ones that use that upstairs bathroom. That would be awesome. Don't push it, right? I have pretty awesome kids. I like them. Okay. So remember, we're going to go, I'm not going to measure, but it's about 1/8 from that last score line. I'm just going for it. Trust in myself. Oops. I feel like I should have trusted myself. Confidence is gone. Okay, going for it. Kind of worried how it's gonna open up as we get towards the end of the pages. So let's see. So this is the album so far. And we open it. Now this little thing is getting bent a bit because of the, but it's the only one. I'm not worried about it. That one may get there. Oh, it looks fine. Sweet. And 1, 2, 3. Because I added glue. Shouldn't have added glue to that bottom part. I mean, it still goes in there, but I should have only added glue right there. Probably too late. Be careful doing this because you could rip a hole right through. I felt like there was a part I wasn't supposed to glue. And again, I can't stress enough, that's why you watch my video before you do it. So you can see where I goof. Going through. That's good enough. I'm good with that. Something there. I don't think this really fits with the whole, I think it's like too pretty. Okay, that's it for now.